Let's get something straight. They're going to lose again. Number one, they know they shouldn't have appealed this. They know that this is pure ego. 100% pure ego and corruption. That's why, oh, Mick, well, how is it pure ego and corruption? Well, number one, it looks like there probably is going to be a new administration as far as the SEC is concerned. Whenever politics shifts, the old SEC leaders get ousted and new ones are brought in. So as they're going out, it looks like they'll probably be going out. This is their big middle finger to everybody. That's number one. That's why they were very, very upset that they lost to us. They're going to lose again. Number two, their enforcement chief stepped down as soon as they did this. He said, oh, heck no, I'm not staying for this. This is ridiculous. I'm inserting my thoughts in there, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Come on, that's a coincidence that he stepped down. They're going to lose. Do you know if they lose this one right here? The corrupt, my humble opinion, the corrupt agency that is the SEC will never be the same again. They'll never have the same power again. So you know what? Maybe everything happens for a reason. This doesn't change the timeline, by the way. It doesn't. Nothing was ready to just pop off in the United States just yet. We're still building there. If what Christopher Waller said was actually tied to Ripple and XRP, and he's saying that they only had 600 banks, that's what he knew of course there could be more, then we still have some more building to do. If what the BIS was saying recently, the IMF was saying recently, all these other places talking about real world asset tokenization, and they're talking about 3 years down the road, 5 years down the road is when everything will ready to reach max capacity. As far as those trillions and quadrillions that are supposed to come in with RWA, then that's not ready either. So then what does a year mean? They said, this is what they're saying. I'm going to read it to you from here. Okay, so this article is titled Pro XRP Lawyer. It should say lawyers because they quote from Rispoli as well as Jeremy Hogan. So there's two here, okay? Pro XRP lawyer details potential timeline and process. But listen, let's jump right to what we all want to know about. It says, Attorney Rispoli is predicting that the appellate court would issue its ruling in the case by early 2026. That's not that far away for us to put that whooping on them and then them to finally lose their power over crypto permanently. It will never be the same after this. This is it, folks. 1 year to do all of that. It's not that bad to me. I'm not going anywhere. I just want you to know that right now. I'm here to win. I'm going to whoop them. They're not going to turn me away. They're not going to defeat me. I'm not giving them the pleasure of knowing, oh, we finally made him throw his hands up. I'm going to represent myself. I could say us, but I'm going to represent myself. We finally made him throw his hands up. We finally made him give up. They'll never break me. They'll never make me give up. I know what I know. I know what this can do. And 1 year is nothing compared to what we already been through. That's nothing. Let's go. You want to fight? Let's go. You're not backing me down. I'll just speak for myself. I know there's a lot of people out there probably feel the same. What's 1 year? Wait, when we're talking about generational wealth, you think a year is going to back me down after we come all this way? Not only that, we're looking at two explosions now. One from the B2B cross-border payments, which was, like I said, the year doesn't affect that. Interbank payments, the year doesn't affect that. Even if it's a year and a half, doesn't affect that. It doesn't. It doesn't. None of this changes the trajectory. This is just an ego move. They're going to get whooped again. They're going to lose again. And the lawyers have said that. The lawyer said is highly, I think it was Jeremy Hogan. There's articles everywhere. You can read all their opinions everywhere right now. I think it was Jeremy Hogan said they're likely to lose. The verbiage from the last judge is too technical, too well laid out. But wait, so Rispoli is saying the appellate court would issue its ruling in the case by early 2026. Of course, that's adjustable. Let's jump to Jeremy Hogan. I want to get this to you. Additionally, he believes the court could issue the decision in March or April 2026. Okay, so there's a little bit of variation in those. There's two timelines he's given there. And then Jeremy Hogan says, meanwhile, attorney Jeremy Hogan also expects the appellate court ruling between late 2025 and early 2026. It's almost 2025 right now. So there you have it, folks. There you have it. Listen, in life, you got to fight for some things. You got to stand up. There's going to be bullies. There's going to be evil people. They're going to come for what's yours. And let me tell you something. I apologize. I'm not the one to back down. I'm not. I've never backed down. I'm not going to back down. Nobody going to tell you Mick would back down. They're going to tell you what you see on the screen when you hear me speak. Sometimes I joke around a lot, sure, but they're going to say, hey, Mick is not one to battle with, because he's not going to back down. Win or lose, or draw, I'm standing my ground. I'm throwing my knuckles. I'm going to hold my ground like a Spartan. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to win, by the way. I'm here to win, right? So we laid that out. And then once again, like I said, then you have this here. I mean, listen, let me tell you something, folks. No disrespect, and I apologize for some of my verbiage today, but I don't like cowards. I don't like cowards. The world is not built off of cowards. It's not. It's built off of strong women and men. Strong women and men that stand up for what they believe in. This character clearly knows something's wrong here, knows corruption is here. This article is titled, SEC's enforcement chief steps down after leading 100 crypto enforcement actions because he knows it's wrong. That's why he's walking away. In my humble opinion, not financial advice. Nothing in this video is financial advice. Do what you want to do. Gurbir S. Gruhl, director of the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission Division of Enforcement, will leave the agency next week. During his tenure, he led several high-profile enforcement actions, particularly in the crypto sector, targeting non-compliant platforms and insider trading, resulting in billions in penalties. Oh, we should clap it up for him. Right. The U.S. Securities Exchange Commission announced on Wednesday that Gurbir S. Gruhl, director of Division Enforcement Agency, will leave his role on October the 11th. SEC Chair Gary Gensler. I just have to stare for a minute, bro. I'll tell you, bro. Oh, my goodness. You're a heck of an opponent. I'm going to tell you right now, bro. Woo. That's all I'm going to say. Those who can interpret primitive grunts and noises understand what that means. SEC Chair Gary Gensler highlighted Gruhl's impact during his tenure, emphasizing his work in protecting investors and upholding securities laws. Gensler stated, I want to hear a statement about when you get whooped this time. I want to hear your statement when you lose this time. No more excuses. Now you're going to disrespect a judge? We beat you fair and square. I hate people who get defeated fair and square and don't want to accept their loss. You lost. You were wrong. I mean, we see this corruption everywhere. And I mean, you people were dirty enough to announce this when you think everyone is distracted. Pay attention to that, folks. The misdirection is in. They waited until the United States is having a horrible time with Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, parts of Virginia. This is what I'm hearing. A lot of problems right there. I'll leave it at that. A lot of problems right there. Then on top of that, then we have the longshoremen, striking. So you have all this going on. Then they released this information in the last day or two. Knowing most people right now don't have a mind to absorb this, don't have a mind to go against this. Yeah, well, some of us do. That's right. I did a lot of phone calls. I did a lot of writing. A lot of people did. We're not going to take this lane down. We're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to fight in a lot of different ways, for sure. But they tried to do all this while United States and the world is distracted. That's not to mention globally all the geopolitical tension. You know what's going on in other places? It's been insane. But you wait until now to do this, right? They could have done this, and in that they had a long time frame they could have done this. They waited until there were other things that were bigger. That's why they waited so long, right to the end of the time frame where they had to appeal. That's why. So during Gruhl's tenure, SEC's Division of Enforcement recommended over 2,400 enforcement actions. Right. So, I mean, who are you protecting with all of this? Because I've looked at case after case with the big banks have been in trouble time after time again. And it's not just you going after crypto, but I don't even see the big banks getting any real bad press. I mean, the news media that I'm getting articles from are not big time mainstream media. So why doesn't the mainstream media report on all the wrongdoings of the big banks like they do crypto? But we know why. We know why. Don't worry. We're going to change that. The world is changing. You don't like it. The powers don't like it. I mean, the powers, they don't like it. People at the top don't like it because it puts the power in the hands of the people. You don't want the regular people having power. You don't want the regular people, salt of the earth people. You don't want them having wealth. You'll let them have a little bit of riches because you believe that you can convince them to blow the riches. You believe you can convince them through all your brainwashing media to blow their riches in the club, blow their riches on a Lambo, blow their riches on a mansion that they don't need, blow their riches on watches, expensive watches and shades and stuff like that. And so the riches come and go. You don't want them having wealth. And you see who the next ones are up to acquire wealth. They see that the ones that are up next to acquire wealth are highly intelligent. And they don't like that more than anything. They don't want you wise or intelligent and wealthy. They want you dumb and rich or dumb and poor. They don't want you intelligent. And they observe, believe me, they observe everything that's going on. And you would, well, I'll leave it at that. Oh, man. So now what they're doing changes nothing. They're not shaking anything. The world already is shifting away from the old age. Fragmentation, interoperability, BRICS nations, all the different nations. To hell with a name. The world wants its independence. It's not just countries, the people. They want to be in charge of themselves now. They don't want a boss. They don't need a boss. They don't need false parents anymore. And the top people don't like it. You can't control people that want to control themselves, that respect themselves. And there's a lot of people around like that now. We make our own decisions. We can grow our own food. Hell, we collect our own water. They don't even like that. Try to make it murky on whether you could collect water at this time or that time, collect water over here or over there. There's a lot of misinformation about that. Am I wrong? But what I'm saying is, look at how the world's changing. People are taking back their power. It's not just countries, but they focus your eyes on that. Individuals, the time of the individual is rising again. And that doesn't mean everybody's for self. No, because people give to each other all the time now. Also, it's just not highlighted. They only highlight the negatives. I'm telling you. There's a lot of selfless people to help. They share with each other, help their neighbors out, help their family members out, such like that. They're not looking for anything in return. And yet they do for self. It hasn't been like that in a long time. Long time. And here's another thing. The people question. They ask questions now. They don't want you to ask questions. They want you to obey. Obey what we tell you. And that's why they keep coming at you with all these fake, how do I say it? They keep coming at you with things they think they can bend you with. Let's just say that. Things from the old age, all of these laws that shouldn't be laws, bending and things that, regulatory agencies that are they're wielding their power not for good, but for the bad. For selfish reasons, not for the people, but for the corporations who are in their pockets. No. Times are changing. There's another reason why they wanted to get in deep with Bitcoin and control Bitcoin. Same thing, just a little bit less than the bank coins. Bank coins are way more dangerous to them, beneficial to those who are the new 1%, bad to the people at the top. So, but Bitcoin, same thing. They can't stop what's coming. They can't stop the changing of the age that's coming. They can't. So don't let them stop you. I mean, do what you want to do. Not financial advice, But this article here is titled Bitcoin Price Dip Below $60,000 Sparks Most Exchange Buying Since 2022. I talked about this also, didn't I? I literally was talking about this last few weeks. They're bringing those prices down artificially. Everything is manufactured right now. It's all rigged. You just got to know how to play the game, but it's all rigged. They bring those prices down and they're doing the buying. They're doing the buying. A lot of it's by proxy so that you don't know it's them buying, but it is. Well, let's read this little tidbit. Bitcoin exchanges see mass withdrawals amid a battle for Bitcoin price support at $60,000. So mass buying at $60,000. So all those entities and people who bought $60,000, where do you believe they think the price is going? They think they're sitting here and buying at 60,000 because they wanted to go to 70, 80, 90, getting a little bit better, 90. No. The board is just being set up, folks. The game hasn't even begun yet. It hasn't even begun yet. But when it does, it's going to move fast. It's going to move fast. Bobby Fischer, Magnus Carlsen, whatever the dude's name is, type of stuff. It's going to move fast. This chess game is going to move quickly at some point. No, they're here for big money. Big money. And that's another reason why they're slowing down. They want to slow down the deployment of the bank coins, whether it's XRP, XLM, Algorand, Quant. See, they really can't. Some of them they can't touch. But some of the other ones need these ones to pop off first. Like Quant has over Ledger for XRP. You know how that whole thing works. Flare has their system for XRP as well. So you sort of need the whole system to go off at the same time for you to see its maximum potential. But they want to hold it back. Why? Because the big companies haven't caught up with us yet. 1, they're not in position yet. 2, they're not in control. 3, they're trying to figure out the whole geopolitical landscape because they've been losing power. They can't figure out why. They don't understand the change. They know the age has changed. They know the energies of the world change, but they can't figure out why. They don't want to accept that there are variables outside of their control because they fell into the illusion that they can control everything. So now they're trying to buy themselves time to catch up. That's not going to happen. Why? Because they didn't understand while they were rigging things, the bank coin companies rigged it against them. They made sure that the legacy system would always need them no matter when everything was supposed to happen or pop off or start. They didn't give them the golden key. I said that before. This is why Swift is still behind. Oh, we're going to do tokenized testing soon. Right. Let's see how that goes. You still can't get around fragmentation. You still don't have global reach. You still can't get around all those hundreds of dozens and dozens. They claim over 100 BRICS nations that are going to reject Swift at some point and render Swift completely irrelevant globally. Still can't get around that. So then what do you do with your 11,000 banks? How you get around that? Right? You just hold XRP back a little bit. Still doesn't mean that Swift is not going to team with XRP. I think that they might. If they don't, we don't need them. They need us. That's not a joke. I'm being dead serious. They need us. Look at what they've been doing. Look at their short arms. They can't reach that far. They're not who they used to be. Don't let these people use who they used to be to flex on you and make you believe that they're still that. Michael Jordan still has the Jordan name, but let's be real right now. You put Mr. Jordan in the game, I don't think he's going to fare well against some of these young Thundercats. Some of you never heard that before. Thundercats, a term from the 80s. It came from the cartoon, the strong, beast-like warriors. Thundercats. Anyway, back to Bitcoin. They've been throwing so much negative. They've tried so hard to bring Bitcoin down. When it was green, it was popping off. Everybody was celebrating. Yay, Bitcoin. Oh, it's doing so good. And I said, hey, wait a minute. I said, how long is this going to last? There's some negative catalysts out there. I said, I hope it keeps going, but I don't think that this is the true bull run. I said that. I said, I don't think it's the true bull run. While a whole lot of other people are saying, this is the bull run right now. The bull run is never going to stop. So then you can't be disappointed when it goes down. Look, I would love for Bitcoin to pop off right now, $100,000, $150,000. I would love that. But I have to be realistic. So anyway, data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed new local BTC price lows of $59,860. It doesn't mean anything. They can't stop Bitcoin. They want to. They want to get in. They'll get in position. Wait until Bitcoin rips. When the rocket goes off, I'm starting to like that rocket phrase. Yeah. Just wait. You're talking about muy lindo. You want to talk about muy lindo moment. They don't understand. And they've been trying so hard they might bring it down a little further. They might. We have to wait and see. Like I said, I try to stay adjustable. Reacting traders remain torn between further downside and $60,000 acting as a definitive recovery zone. Quote, anyone bullish into October is on the wrong side. What? Anyone bullish into October? Popular trader and analyst Tony Ganea wrote in the latest X post predicting $56,000 as the next BTC price target. Listen, I wouldn't say somebody's like, oh man, people are so extreme. Humanity is so extreme. They're like this or that. They don't understand degrees in the middle. Everything has its degrees. I wouldn't say anyone is on the wrong side for being bullish into October, when historically hasn't October been pretty good over the long term for certain assets, the whole Uptober type thing. Look, what I would say is just view everything like you view life. Every day we have to make multiple adjustments. Crypto is no different. Stock market is no different. All the other asset markets are no different. Just be ready to adjust on the fly, adapt if you have to, so today you might be bullish. Tomorrow might not look so bullish. You got to put in the hard work. Sator repo tenet operas rotas. You know what that means? That means the farmer pushes his wheel every day. You know what that means? That means you got to work hard every day to survive, to live, to thrive, to win. The farmer pushing his wheel every day means he's working hard every day so he can have crops to eat. He's eating the crops he's living. He can provide for his family. So that's an old ancient phrase. I believe in it. I believe it. You have to push your wheel every day. You have to work hard every day. You have to adjust every day. You have to adapt every day, because every day is different. You don't know what's coming tomorrow. You might not be able to push your wheel tomorrow. What if you're injured tomorrow? Who knows? All right. Let's do well so we can have a good tomorrow, but we have to do well today. We have to work hard today. We have to not give up today. We have to not let life and regulators and bullies and all these other evil people break us today. As long as there's breath in my lungs, I'm going to tell you right now, nobody's breaking me. As long as there's breath in my lungs, nobody's making me give up. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. So anyway, in my opinion, Bitcoin long-term continues to look insanely bullish. The big companies know that. This is nothing. It's nothing. A little bump. Run right over that. Boom, boom. What was that? I didn't even feel anything. Passengers like, what was that? I didn't feel a thing. We keep going. So now, what we have here? A little Cardano. We're going to end off with a little Cardano today, folks. A little bit more fiery day because this is the time period. Listen, there's so much going on. It's been a crazy week and a half. Like I said, you got all this stuff going on in the United States. I'm going to leave it at that, right? That's right. We all have, a lot of us have family, stuff like that in them areas. One, you got the strike going on. That's number two. So you got people doing stuff in the areas and stuff like that because of the strike. That's two. You got this stuff with the SEC. That's three. So we got a lot of things going on. Geopolitical tension in the world. So these are things that if you have people out there in the world, a lot of times our people are in the mix of that stuff. I'll leave it at that. So a little bit more fiery of a time period. We different days. I'm different on different days, just like you. Cardano continues to look bullish. Charles Hoskinson celebrates major Cardano milestone with midnight test launch. Do your thing, Mr. Hoskinson. I don't have any Cardano, but you know what? Because I've seen how bullish Cardano is and I've seen how people have tried to drag it down. You know what? I want you to win. I don't like bullies. I don't like liars. So you know what? I don't want to see them win. I'm going to see the people win who believed in Cardano when nobody else did. Saw that it's bullish. They worked hard on it, the developers and the people holding and supporting Cardano, and it looks bullish to me. And I'm on the outside. I don't have any Cardano. Probably won't even buy anymore. I got bigger fish to fry right now. So yeah, I want to see you win. Why not? And if you start to do wrong, then I won't want to see you win. As simple as that. I'm trying to be as fair as possible in life. Cardano's Midnight team has officially announced the launch of the testnet of its Midnight network. According to reports, the initiative underscores its commitment to redefine the Cardano ecosystem and subject the existing experience to a significant upgrade. Good. Make it powerful. Make it great. Super decentralized. That's what you want, right? That's what the people say they want, right? Super decentralized. Let's do it. Go all the way. If we're going to do it, go all the way. Following this groundbreaking news, Cardano's co-founder Charles Hoskinson expressed excitement, lauding the effort of the developer team and the community. Good. See, I like that. You're supporting your people. Good job. Good job. They need support. Listen, let me tell you something. No matter how strong people are, how hardcore they are, they need love and respect. I'm telling you right now. I don't care who they are. They need love and respect. Let me tell you something. Some of the there's fighters I know right now. They're big stars right now. I knew them when they weren't big stars. Multiple time champions right now, being praised as some of the greatest right now. I knew them when they were younger. We were all younger. And they're hardcore. knocking everything out in sight. And let me tell you one thing about those fighters. They're some of the most loving people I've ever come across. Show me nothing but love, great friendship. I mean, respectful. So what do I mean by that? What am I saying by that? No matter how tough people are, how hard they work, how stone-faced they might be, because I know some of these developers hardcore. They just, I'm working. I don't need the praise. No. You did a good job, Mr. Hoskinson, showing them love. And you know what? For all the people out there, show people love. That's what's hard to do. It's easy to show people hate and anger. It's hard to show love. Show the people some love. They need it. I promise you, they need it. I promise you they need it. So reviewing the team's post, CNF observed that the latest development would provide a stable sandbox environment for experimentation with the, quote, building on-chain applications, unquote, without compromising the protection of sensitive data. Very good. Very good. Listen, crypto. You know what's crazy? We literally heard, I can't remember which pro. We cover so much news here, but maybe some of you remember. It was recent. One of the pros, I think they were a government representative, literally said crypto, blockchain crypto, will be a dominant force in the future. And remember, I was like a little bit surprised at that. Like, wow, times are definitely changing, because before they wouldn't say crypto. They would just say like DLT and try to separate DLT from crypto. But they didn't do that this time. They did not do that. Times are changing. Crypto, DLT, Hashgraph looks bullish into the future. We are the dominant force. They can't get around it. We will have victory. We will win. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.